Hola, my friends, y bienvenidos, mi amigos latinos. Welcome to another episode of Blockchain Strategies and Mining, where we talk about everything crypto mining, GPU, ASIC, FPGA. We talk about all the projects, Ethereum, Ethereum Classic, Ravencoin, Grin, Beam, Conflux, Flux, and many others that are mineable, Zilliqa. And we also talk about projects on especially the ETC ecosystem, and I'll be doing a video on that. But follow me, smash the like button if you like my content, subscribe, and also hit my link tree that's in my description, which has all the links to all my social media. Okay, let's get started. We're going to talk about replacing the fans on an MSI Mech RX5700. These things are notoriously run hot because I did a video on how to replace the thermal pads. The MSI decided to save a little money by putting somewhere like between three quarters and a half of thermal pads on the memory chips, and they were running extremely hot. Once they hit 106 degrees mining, then they start throttling down and maybe even damage the card. And just doing that over and over and over wasn't good for the card, so I decided to go ahead and change all the thermal pads. But when I got my cards in from the data center, I didn't realize that most of the fans were bad. Out of the 18 that I pulled out of my data center, which I have about 40 or 50 of these cards, I would say 80% of them are bad. I at least have one or both fans bad. The ones that are still, looks like the fans are good, I'm still going to replace them because I'm going to keep these long term, and I know they're going to fail in the future. I run these at 100% in the summer, usually about 70% in the winter, depending on how that works out. But for the most part, these things are running at 100%, and you can't expect these things to last forever, but these are cheaply made. Now, the way you could tell is, you can spin the fans and see what it happens. Here's one that I just replaced earlier, and you can see that the fans, they run perfect. While this one, you can see that this one, you spin it and it completely stops. That's no good. That's not going to work. This one still looks like it might be okay, but I can see it's going to eventually fail, so I might as well replace it. So one of the things is, where do I find the fans? Well, let me go ahead and show you where I found them. I bought these at AliExpress. Pretty good price for these. If you find them here, you can find them for $9.65 for 2 pieces, which is both of these, and they're the MSI originals. They have MSI right on it. You can pick these up for $9.65, and if you buy in bulk, sometimes they even get you a better price. The only problem is you're going to have to wait 3 weeks to get these. If you have a large farm like I do, then it makes sense for me because you're talking about saving $10 on 50. That's $500 I'll save by just buying from AliExpress. I could wait. If you only have 1 or 2 cards or a few and you don't want to wait, Amazon would be your next best bet, where you can buy them for about $19. These guys bought them from AliExpress and are just reselling them for double the price. So that's happening. So anyways, but if you don't want to wait, get it from Amazon. You could probably get this in a couple days and get your rig up running or whatever it is you want to do. And also you have the options at eBay. eBay's really not a good option. If you look at it, I believe the Evokes are the exact same ones, but you got to be careful here. Let's say you get the cheapest one, and these are every single one that do that. You click on it, and you see that you want to buy one. You say, wow, it's 15 bucks. Okay, I could do that. I don't know why you get it from Amazon cheaper, but might as well do that. And, these things are, coming from China, if I'm not mistaken. Look, international shipments may be subject, and you won't get it for till September 29. Why would you do this when you could just get it from AliExpress? Doesn't make sense. But anyways, and then not just that, that's only $15 if you select one of these fans. You try to select the left fan, the right fan. So the left fan is 15-16. The right fan is 15-16. But you know what? I want both fans. Boom. $26. Not worth it. Go to AliExpress. Buy them here. You can find them right here for $9.80. I don't know what the shipping is, but it's not much. Some of them are free shipping. Or if you need it right away, your next option would be Amazon over here at double the price, but you get those within a few days. So I don't know what it says. It says you'll get it by Friday, September 9th. If you order sometime within, wow, 12 hours and 32 minutes. So that's pretty damn fast. So that's pretty much, I'll get it in 2 days. If I order within 12 hours and 35 minutes, I'll get it on the 9th, which is Friday. As of recording right now, this is Wednesday, 11:30, so I'll have it by September 13, which will be 2 days. Now, let's go now to the breakdown. So here, to take these off is very easy. You're going to need, let me expand this. Take this off and expand this so you can see it better. There we go. So you're going to need a screwdriver with a magnetic tip. I found this set for about $15, $20 on Amazon. You need to get these small sets that are used for, you look for like small screwdriver set, you know, Fix Electronics magnetic tip or something of that nature. I don't know, but just you have an idea. You need the magnetic tip. Believe me, if you don't have this, don't even attempt to do this. It'll drive you insane, and you'll see why. So you got 2 screws here on the outside that come off and take off the whole fan kit. So let me do that now. Take it off. These things are tiny, so be careful. They're easy to lose. I've lost numerous amount of these. Actually, this is missing one, so go figure. That's probably when I changed the thermal pads. I changed the thermal pads on these already. I don't know if I mentioned that. They're in a video. You want to change the thermal pads on these no matter what, because if you don't, you're going to just have the same problem. It's not just the fans. The thermal pads that they put on there are too small. They're only, I did mention that, they're 3/4 of the size of the actual chip, so they don't work well. You also want to get one of these digital slide rulers, and they measure in millimeters. So it's cool because let's say you want to get 87 millimeter fans of what you're looking for. Oops, there's the battery case. Let me put that back in. I took the thing that takes the battery. There we go. And you want to say, okay, 87 millimeter. You put on 87 millimeter. What's that? That's 86. Close enough, but let's say tap it a little. No, wait a minute. That's actually 61.8. You want 87 millimeter. So I'm going to put it in 87 millimeter. All right. 87.3, 87.1, close enough. And you can see that the fans, you know, if you measure it, it is exactly 87 millimeters. So you know that it's the right one. So let me go ahead and take this apart. Take out these 4 screws. That's 3. And it was already missing one, so it comes apart. Go ahead and take this off of here. It came off automatically. This one I already changed the thermal paste and the thermal pads, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it, but if you see the blue in there, yeah, right there. That's my thermal pad right there. It's blue. It's these thermal pads that I used in order to replace them. So I know this has been done and it's going to run well. Put this aside. Let me get a fan. This is what the box the fan comes in looks like. Okay. And let me go ahead and open it up real quick. These are from the AliExpress. I did wait the time. I didn't want to spend that kind of money, but here we go. And here we got the MSI replacement fans. Now, all right, I took off the screws, have this out. If you notice, you want to keep this one here, which has the end here on the side of that has no exit. If you notice, if you look through here, that has a cutout, while this one does not. So you want to keep it on this side. With the MSI showing logo on top, it's to my left side. I know it looks like your right side on your video, but if you look at my body and spin it around, you'll see that's my left hand. So this goes on the left side, and the shorter one goes on the right side. So here they are. You take them apart. The shorter one goes to the right side, and the longer one goes to my left side. So now what you want to do is, in order to get to these, there's 3 screws that are on the inside. You take them off, and they remove the fan. You notice in the blades, you'll probably notice that when you get to it, see how skinny that blade is, like the space, and then you got thick one. Skinny, thick, skinny, wide. You want to go into the wide spaces. It gives you more room to work. You stick the screwdriver at a diagonal, and then you straighten it out, and then you take them out. There's 6 of them to take out. See, magnetic tip, you need that, and you'll know why later. You'll thank me. Okay, I put it aside. Let me go ahead and take the 6 screws out, and I'll come back right back. Okay, so let's continue. I took out the 6 screws, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, in between the blades, and they're loose. You can see there. Now, what you want to do is come on this side. All you do is pull on this so you can loosen it. Notice how this joint, where they're joined together, is right in the middle. So you want to keep this when you put this back. If you want to, take a photo of it so that way you don't forget. But it's easy because all you do is the closed side, which you could pull on it. See, you can pull on it, has where the connection goes to the GPU board, and then this one's completely open, which has no ledge, goes to the other side. So let me go ahead and pull these out. You know, these you can pull kind of hard. It doesn't matter if you break the cables. I mean, they're going to throw them away anyways. They are sometimes a little hard to get out. But here we go. Okay, you want to separate them because they're threaded through here, and you're going to want to rethread them back in. So you got these like a little needle hole here, a little eye that they get threaded so that go to the other side. See, like that. So you want to take them out of the threading. And they're going to go to file number 13, la basura, the garbage. Don't want to see them again. Let me get my new ones out. So like I said, the closed end with the MSI Radeon on top goes, this one with the 2 connectors goes to the left, which looks like on your right there, but that's my left hand. And the shorter one goes on here. What you want to do is you want to get this on the other side. You want to thread it through that hole, like so. Let me get it through there. There we go. And then you want this to be at the bottom of the cable where the thread is. You don't want it there. Also, all you do is align them, and it kind of clicks in place. There, it clicked. Now the fan is already in place, ready to put the screws in. Now, the way to put the screws in, again, you need that magnetic screwdriver, and this is why I told you it's important, and you will thank me, is because to get these in here, you have to go at an angle, and you have to spin the blade. You also have to find the ones that have more space, not the skinny ones, the ones that have a thin space between the fins, the one that has a bigger space between the fins. They're usually marked by these 2 little knobbies. They're like little, I don't know what they are, but that's the space that has that's the fin that has the thicker space. Now, what you want to do is you want to hold it here. You want to make sure they're aligned. You can see right through them. You can see the hole. Yep, I see one, and I can see daylight. And you need to go in sideways, then spin the blade with your finger and bring it straight up like that, and then go in. It's the only way you're going to do it. And if you don't have a magnetic tip, you will never be able to do this. And I usually like to put my thumb, and I put this on top of my thumb to make it steady. Go in sideways. Now, if you hit the side, it's going to fall off, and you're going to do this several times until you get used to it. And even when you get used to it, it still falls off all the time. But if you hit the sides, just remember, I'm going to date myself like Operation, where you try to take out the liver, the kidney, and all the other things, the wishbone. And if you hit the sides, you lose. It's going to fall. It's going to fall down. And sometimes these fall on the ground. You can never find them. So let me see. Let me go sideways. There we go. Did I get it? No, fell off. I actually went to the side. And this is going to take several tries. You're going to have to do it over and over and over. Make sure it's aligned. Look, it came off alignment. Got to clip it back in to make sure it's aligned. There it is. They're aligned. There, little click. If you heard that click, that means it's already ready to go. And there's the side. Let me go in. Don't hit the sides of any fin. Go slowly. And I think I got it. There we go. I got one. Okay, I'm not going to bore you with doing the other 5 because it might take a while. It might take 5 minutes. Might take 10 minutes. But I'll come back and finish it up. So stand by. Okay, so I finally got it done after a million tries, dropping it several times. You're going to go through that. There's nothing we can do, but you can see I got them through. I got all 3 screws in. You can see them here. Actually, I was missing one. but that's all right. If you're missing one, it's no big deal. If you're missing a screw, it's not gonna kill you. On the fans, you don't want to be missing a screw when it comes to, you don't want to only have one screw. If you have only 2 screws on these fans, that's fine. That's not gonna do anything. But you know, ideally it would be have all 3, but in this one I lost 2 screws, so I put 2 here and 2 here, and I mean, they're not moving, so they're not going anywhere. They're fine. Just put it very tight. Now, what you want to do is connect the smaller side to the bigger length one here. And you want to make sure that this right here, the connector, is in the middle. That's where you want. You want to then thread it through because of the length of the cables. That's why you want the middle, and it'll hold in place. So let me put that there, right behind those little tabs that hold it in place. There we go. There's one. There's a thing in the middle. You can see the connector's in the middle. I already threaded this side. There's a little tab right there to hold it in place. And then you want to do the same with these 2. And take it to the side. If you need your screwdriver to push it down, you can. Just do it sideways. Don't do it with the point because you might break it or cut it, and that's not what you want to do. This one's got to go in here. There we go. Okay, we're all set. As you can see, the connector here is on the side that you have this little lip, and this one does not have any lip. Let's go ahead and get our GPU and the cooler. And the side that's open goes to where the connectors are, but it's pretty easy because you still need to connect this and this cable, and that goes right here. So you'll know which side. So you go ahead and plug it in. It came out a little tab, so let me get it back in there. It's a little hard. Let me get my screwdriver, push it down so it doesn't come out again. There we go. It's not going to come out again. It's in there good. This connector goes here. It can only go one way, so you have to make sure you put it the right way. And that's it. Now, you see that it has 4 tabs. These are the 4 tabs for the screws. One here, one here, one here, and one here. These need to go inside the cooler. So in other words, what you want to do is, this popped out again. Let me get that back in there. It keeps coming out. Get back in there, buddy. I'm going to put you sideways so that way you don't have a problem. There we go. Okay. These tabs do not go out on the outside of the cooler. See, like this. See the black tabs? You see this black tab here? You know, you don't want it to be on the outside like so. And let's see. Let me put it this side. It's much easier to show. So you don't want these tabs to be on the outside of the cooler. See these tabs, the black tabs for this Radeon, the cover. You want it to go right inside the first fin. So they will slide right in, right behind the hole. And there. There you go. So you don't see the black tabs, but the holes are there. Then you want to get the screws that you have and go ahead and screw them in where the tabs are located. Go ahead and do that, and I'll come back. Okay, I'm done. I put in the 4 screws, holding on no problem, and the fans spinning perfectly, brand new. You always want to spin it to see if they're hitting any sides, because if not, it's going to make a hell of a lot of noise if you've misplaced something or didn't put it on correctly, but looks like it's all good. So that concludes my video. Thank you for joining me. Please smash the like button, share this. Go to my link tree. Follow me on my social media. I will be putting out more videos. But have a great day and see you in the next time. Hasta luego. Goodbye.